time now. Yes, because what we're seeing with the management of crime is nothing short of an amazing turnaround. And as a journalist, for many years, I know crime has been and continues to be a major story. The difference that has been happening in recent times is the fact that previously, as editors and sub-editors and reporters, we could predictably write the headlines. 6 people have been shot and killed in the country over the last 24 hours, bringing the murder tally to X. That's an increase of so-and-so over the similar period last year. That was the standard story. Or 5 people were shot and killed in an incident. Yeah, that was the story. That is now changing. And some people would like us not to report that because of their own selfish, narrow, and frankly, unpatriotic reasons. Because when the gunmen come, they don't stop to ask if you are green or orange. It's all with them turn on. They spare none. They don't spare women. They don't spare children. They don't spare men. Anywhere you're there. And if they get an opportunity, they go after you. And when I hear certain people, I heard Peter Bunting trying to play deceptive politics about the government of Jamaica should not be credited. And I know that that is simply deceptive and misleading. But I also know that Jamaicans know better. Jamaicans know better. Because Jamaicans over the decades, as they have done, one of the major responsibilities of any government is to keep their people safe and secure. Safe and secure. That is one of the major responsibilities of any government. If you can't keep your borders secure and your people safe and sound, you would have abdicated your responsibility as a government. And governments over the years, dating back from I was a boy, have been trying, not for the want of trying, including the time when Bunting himself was in charge of the security portfolio, and he had to plead for divine intervention. And for him now to come and suggest that this is not due to the government's effort, that is just simply disgusting and misleading in a most vulgar way, and take people for idiot. Take people for idiot. We're now in a situation where, beginning in 2023, we had a 9% reduction in murders. 24, that went up to 21%. And now we're midway 2025. The decrease in murders is over 40%, 44%. Yeah? Now you tell me. Curse the government and oppose the government as you want, but do so in an honest way. Yeah? Where credit is due, credit should be given. So between January 1 this year and June 14, we have had 303 murders. That's according to the latest statistics from the JCF. 303 murders up to June 14 since January 1. Last year, we had 543. So that's a drop of 240. Yeah? 240 fewer people have died. Now, isn't that something for us to acknowledge? Mr. Bunting would rather us not do so. Yeah, not do so. Over the last 7 days, there were 14 murders. Yes? So we're not totally turned, we haven't turned the corner yet. But there's undeniably that we have been making progress. And the support of the government, of the security forces, and the leadership of the security forces, the work of the men and women on the ground, right across the country, all of them deserve credit. Blake and his high command and the men and women could not have done it without the level of support they're getting from the government. And they've been making good use of the resources. Come on, man, be fair. St. Andrews South continues to be a hot spot, leading the country's murder tally with 42. St. Catherine's South is second with 28. Trelawney and St. Elizabeth have the least number of homicides, with each division recording 6. Meanwhile, cases of rape and shootings have both declined by approximately 33%, but robberies and break-ins have increased by approximately 3 and 21%, respectively. Yeah? There's also news this morning that the Jamaica Constabulary Forces Anti-Lottery Scam Unit has seized approximately $15 million in cash in a series of raids across Hanover. More than 30 raids were carried out in Top Hill, Newtown, Sandy Bay, and other areas of the parish between June 12 and 14. 30 raids, netting $15 million in cash. You know what that means? That's $15 million taken from the criminals for them to buy guns and ammunition. Those proceeds are not only used to buy cars and high-end vehicles and real estate, but they use it to resupply, to stock their use of arms and ammunition. According to the police, 4 individuals have been arrested, 3 of whom have been charged with breaches of the Law Reform Act. 21-year-old Maurice Campbell, 21-year-old Tajri Jones, and 22-year-old Shamar Forbes, all from Hanover. Yeah? And according to the JCF, the cash seized was of various currencies. Yeah, various currencies. Yeah, $15 million. Now,